Hi, this is Jamie from Usborne Books. I just wanted to review some of our new releases with you. If you're familiar with Usborne, some of these have just come out this last month, and some of them have come out since the last time we had a catalog, so they may be new to you. So this one is called Baby's Very First Slide in Sea, Under the Sea. You can see it right here. It has these very fun little interactive slides. And this one is for 1 year plus. You can see each page has some sort of interactive slide on it. It also has cutouts, so there's the feel of the different textures on the page. Very bright colors to capture a child's interest. And this is even fun for older kids. I've found that my son loves to point out the dolphins, and then we count the number of dolphins there are on the page. And you can do the same thing with fish or with the panda or any of the things that are on here. You can point out and then count along. So this is, again, something that can grow with your child. So they can just look at the pictures, and then they can start to slide and touch, and then they can start to count and identify the items and read the small amounts of text that are in here. And this book is $14.99. The next one that I have to show you is called The Big Book of Colors. This is one of my favorites. It's really fun. This is for 1 year plus. There's a couple of really cool things about this. First off, it shows a color wheel here at the beginning, so you can actually interact with this part of the page. And then it goes through what warm and cool colors are and how you mix colors. And then there's pages for each color grouping, and then there's many different types of colors that they show. And they'll also say things like, they'll give you facts, or they'll have, like green thumb is a way to describe somebody who's good at growing things. So they'll use idioms and things like that that have colors in them as well. So, and then also towards the back, there's this great page that's made of acetate. And if you see, you can see it right there. It shows the effect of mixing colors, which is very cool. Right, and this book is $15.99. Okay, one of the newer ones in our Muddle and Match series, this is Muddle and Match Monsters. So this one is very cool. If you haven't seen this before, it's a board book that's separated into 3 sections. So there's a top, middle, and bottom. And so you can change the image and the story when you just move one of the flaps over. So this is really fun, and it really expands the story so that there's so many different combinations that you can use. And so this one uses alliteration. So each one, if it's just to use the first one as an example, it says Marvin the Magnificent Monster makes mighty milkshakes for his massive mates, etc. So for each one that you flip, it'll have a different letter for the alliteration. Carla, the crazy cute creature, etc. And there are 3 other titles in this series. There's Adventure, there's Imagine, and there's Jungle Animals. And they're all really fantastic. And this is only $8.99. Okay, here's another brand new book. This one is called Animally. This is for 3 to 6 years. It has its nice rounded corners, and the pages are thicker than a standard page to help prevent ripping or tearing. And these are really cute because for each one of these illustrations, it'll say, for example, I love you powerfully like an ox. So the powerfully adverb to describe the animal, the ox. I love you busily like a bee. I love you boldly like a ram. I love you cutely like a koala. And so this goes through, and it has that repetition, which is good for early readers. And it has all of these different adverbs to describe actions. So it's a nice way to expand a child's vocabulary. This would be fun for younger readers too, because they can point out the different types of animals that there are. So oh, here's a fawn, and here's a hare, and here's a bear. So this is a really fun one too. This one is $11.99. We have a lot of really great sticker books. This one is called First Colors. It's part of the Get Ready for School collection. There's 3 other titles in this one. And so this one has a page for each of the colors that you can then go and find the stickers that correspond to that color and then put them on the page. This one is for 4 years plus, and there's so many other sticker books that are for this age group. There's a lot more that are more educational, and then there's ones that are for fun. The sticker dolly dressing ones are really fun for little girls. So this one is our Wipe Clean Vacation Activities. This is one of our other type of really great activity books, the Wipe Clean pages. And if you go through here, you can see there's a lot of different types of activities. There's tracing, there's mazes, there's dot to dots, there's drawing. And so it's a great way to be teaching children writing skills and reading and problem solving all in one and in a fun way. So this one is $7.99. Okay, another Wipe Clean is our Wipe Clean Starting School Pack. This is a really fun one. This is for ages 5 plus. If you open this up, it has 4 of these books in here. Let's see here. This is the size that they are. And they're actually exact copies of these larger versions. They're just in a smaller format. And these are, the ones that are in this book are Telling the Time, Times Tables, First Math, and First Words. So these are really great. The box has little handles so the child can bring it with them very easily. And these are really fun, and there's also one for 4 years plus. This is a really great resource for kids that are starting school. And this one is $19.99. And then another great school resource is This Is Not a Math Book. And it tells you right there it's not a math book. So if your kid complains or has something that is an issue with math, you just tell them it's not a math book. It says it right there. But the cool thing about this one is that it approaches math using art. So it talks a lot about patterns and geometry and shapes, and there's so many different activities to do in here that teach math but in a fun way, especially for those kids that don't really particularly like math. So you can see here, this is one of our newer releases. This one just came out in July. And this one is $14.99. So those are some of our newer titles. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I'd love to help you find the perfect book for your children. Please just let me know what I can do to help and what their interests and their ages are, and I'd love to find you the right books. Thanks!